Dear Lord, will somebody please call 911? We lose again, 7-5. This team just can't hit. Dear Lord. Friday night, Devers revenge game, revenge weekend. I thought we were going to kick it off in fine style. Giants Sports Talk Live, we're going to talk about it tonight.
And now, Giants Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
All right, I just want to get into it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What can we say? 7-5 final score. Welcome into Giant Sports Talk Live. Eric was at the game tonight. He was texting me. And I'll tell you what, he was as frustrated at Oracle Park as we were watching it on the big screen. 7-5, the final score. Bases were loaded. 3 times, guys. 3 times. Can't get the runs in. And there'll be people out there, we get our hits. We get our hits. They're not timely. They're not competitive hits. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What'd you think of the game tonight, guys? We're going to open up the chat. We'll post the link in a few minutes' time. We'll find out what you guys have to say about this game tonight. Hopefully Eric's going to join us a bit later on. Dean was at the game. He wants to come on. He's actually on the BART. He is on the way home, Bay Area Rapid Transit. So as soon as he gets in the door, he said he wants to come on, tell me about the game. He was taking the stats down. We'll take a look at the stats as well. Guys, you want to do that right now? You want to get it over with? Get the pain out of the way. Take a look at the scores. Why don't we do that now? If you guys don't have anything else to say. Actually, we'll go to the chat in a few minutes' time. Why don't we go to the stats? Now, Eric's usually the guy who runs the show. I'm getting the feel of it. I haven't done this in about 4 months, guys. So see if I get how many mistakes. We'll count them up. How many mistakes I make in the post-game show tonight. Boston Red Sox, game 1 of a weekend series, beat the Giants by a score of 7-5.
Giants in review on Giant Sports Talk Live. And now, today's Giants in review on Giant Sports Talk Live. And now, today's Giants in review on Giant Sports Talk Live. And now.
And there we go. It's 3 in a row. Didn't change the story of what we're going to look at. Thanks, Eric. We gotta shut that down. He's got it on replay. Let's take a look at the stats, guys. See what the stats look like in this game. All right, 7-5 is the final score. You all watched it on the big screen at home. Eric was there. 7-5, 11 hits for the Boston Red Sox at Oracle. They go on the road. They bring the bats. The Giants had 7. Cost with an untimely error. Hurt us in that game. Yastrzemski, he had a hit. He was 1 for 4, a base knock. He also had a walk. He had a decent game, but he struck out in a key situation late. Ramos, he gets the job done. He scored a run, was 2 for 5. Devers, 0 for 5. You think he wanted to come out, put on a show tonight? Didn't happen. Let's hope for better things tomorrow. Wilmer, 1 for 5, drove in an RBI early. And did you see in the post game celebration for the Sox Wilmer had words for Chapman. Apparently Chapman kind of quick pitched. Apparently, from what I heard from Robbie Dizdle, who was at the ballpark, Robbie said that Wilmer wanted time on the play, didn't get it in time. Chapman threw the ball, ended up recording the final out of the game, and then Flores had words with Chapman. I don't know if I want to. Chapman's a big boy. Maybe getting up there in age. I don't know if I want to have words with him. Lee, 0 for 4, drops to 255 in the batting average. He is spiraling down, batting around 100 in the last week. Willie Adames, 1 for 2. Schmidt had a nice game, 2 for 3. Not bad. Bailey, doing Bailey things. He struck out. Koss, 0 for 2. Timely error, as I mentioned in the game. Let's take a look at the pitching. Birdsong started things off, but 4 1/3, 7 hits in the game. Gave up 5 runs. 4 of them were earned. Sean Jelly came in, took the loss. He pitched a complete inning, gave up a couple of hits, gave up a run. It was earned. Miller. Lucchesi, Eric's favorite. I said, here comes your pal, Eric Lucchesi. He was not happy. Walker and Bivens closed it out, just kind of mopping things up. And I don't know what else to say. Red Sox, they win it. I got some interesting stats to share with you as well. Oh, my God. Wait a second. Let me see if I can, how do I get rid of that? There, I got rid of that. So I'm learning as we go along here. I'm running the show tonight. My man behind the curtain, I miss him already, but he just couldn't stay away. Do I see Eric? Eric, let's all summon the presence of Eric. Eric, are you out there? There he is.
What's up, Glenn?
Hey, buddy, are you at Oracle Park?
The place hasn't burned
No,
down, huh?
Not yet, anyway. Not yet. You over at Oracle?
Yeah, matter of fact, we're leaving right now, man. Talk about a tough game. Dude, the crowd was freaking insane today. It was a packed house. Unfortunately, get it done. They lose 7-5. I think you already know that. They had their opportunities, man, and that's what it seems to be, a season of missed opportunities.
Yeah. Bases loaded 3 times tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah, it's locking. I already knew this was going to happen.
Oh,
just locking up.
Oh, we got you. If you can still hear me, bases loaded 3 times, couldn't score. Tell me about it. We're trying, guys. We're trying to take the show on the road to Eric, who's just departed Oracle Park. He's having some internet difficulties. We'll get back to Eric in a minute here. Eric, can you hear us?
Yeah.
So we can't hear you, Eric. If you can hear us, I'm going to put you in the green room. Okay, we lost him completely. So we gave it a shot. Eric and Ibrahim were at the game, and there they were heading home, a little bit disappointed. I'll tell you what, I am as well. This team just can't hit. Koss. Actually, let's see if we can do this. See what happens if I do this on the call. Eric, can you hear us?
Yeah, now I can hear you. I think I'm going to have to do this by the phone because we're driving, so the internet's going to go in and out, so it's probably better if I just talk.
Okay, you know what? This is going to work. You knew that, Eric knew that the call had come in on the computer, so yeah, we got you. Can you guys, I'm just going to make sure the guys on the show can hear you. I can hear you through this. Hopefully you're getting over the internet as well. Guys, can you hear Eric? We got Eric on the line. If this works, this is dandy.
Yeah, it'll probably be a lot better than trying to get the internet to go.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Guys, can you hear Eric? I'm just going to look at the comment for a second, and then we'll take it away.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah, 7-5, the final score. They said they can barely hear you, Eric, so I got you cranked up. Let me take a look at the... Yeah, I got you turned up all the way on the system here. That's all I can do. Well, we'll wing it.
No worries, we'll We'll try to do our best. Dude.
Let's wing it for a couple of minutes. We got you live. You and Abraham were at the game. I already went over the stats. As always, I was able to bring those up. I got that fixed on my end. So we looked at the box score. We did the usual routine, the post-game show. Now, bases loaded 3 times. Tell me about it.
Oh, brutal. You know, the 2 times that Cox came up, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there was no out. And, yeah, we got an RBI in each time with Cox. But it turned into freaking 2 outs, man. And it's just, it was brutal. And then Cox has the freaking error, which cost another run. And it's just, dude, the guy, it was tough to watch Cox, man. And again, we're going to talk about this again. Glenn, we're going to have to do something with second base, man. Because Fitzgerald comes in and plays second base, and he strikes out. And it's just, it's too weak. It's too weak there at second base. And whether the answer is Casey or a trade, I don't know. But I tell you what, the Giants, you know, in the beginning of the game, we were pretty excited. They went 3-0 really quick. Granted, and they went 3-0 with only 1 hit. They were capitalizing. But then it just freaking dried up, and they just couldn't get the money shot when the bases were loaded. The biggest one, of course, in the 8th inning with Dad, dude, it was freaking the ballpark was just freaking rocking, and then we struck out.
Yeah, I'll tell you. You got to see the new guy, and this was gonna be the start of one hell of a weekend. Devers against his old team, a week removed. He must have been fired up, but he goes 0 for 5. You think he was pressing a little bit, Eric?
No, well, he had some pretty good at that. He had 1 strikeout, but he had 1 to the wall. Oh, we thought it was gone, man.
Yeah.
We thought it was gone, and then there was a nice play there by the center fielder. I think it was Rafaela that was up there in center field. Made a little bit of a jump catch. The wind held. It was windy, man, in the beginning of the game. It kind of died down the further the game got along. But he had solid hits. I mean, he didn't really have anything to show for it, but he had solid hits. Ramos had a great game, and he hit the ball hard. Jung-Hoo Lee, unfortunately, he hit the ball hard a couple of times, but you got nothing out of it. Schmidt had a nice single. Bailey actually had a decent game. If I'm not mistaken, he walked 3 times. I mean, he had that strikeout, but he had some decent at-bats. Adames, I mean, he walked twice, struck out. Did he get a hit? I think he got a hit, right? Yeah, he got 1 hit.
Yeah.
But it's just when the time counted, the Giants couldn't come through, and that was the difficult part. What was it? 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position, man. That's not going to get it done.
No, you know what, Eric? When I started off the show, I was talking about, guys will say, hey, what did we get? 7 hits, I think, in the game. And they'll say, hey, I said we didn't get any hits. And guys are going to say, oh, yeah, well, we got some hits. Eric, you saw it firsthand tonight. Now, we talk about it. We watch it. You were there. You got to feel it. Is it not just we can't hit in timely situations, Eric?
Nope, 100%. And, dude, there were so many moans and groans when we couldn't get that freaking money shot. It was, again, like I said, in the beginning again, everyone was excited because we were putting up runs. I mean, this is the last time we put 3 runs up in the first 2 innings.
Oh, great start. Yeah, great start.
So
but
we were feeling pretty good. And then, unfortunately, Birdsong, first 2 innings, man, came in, boom, boom, boom. And then in the 3rd inning and the 4th, it just all started coming apart. And I don't know what – it's hard to see because the angle that we see, we really couldn't see where the pitches were going. But it seemed like he was losing some command, and then they just started hitting him hard.
I'm going to throw a couple of stats at you, Eric, and I know you're going to moan and groan yourself again now that you left the ballpark, but did you know in the last 6 games, in the last week, the San Francisco Giants, with runners in scoring position, are batting 140. And did you know that there's 7 for 50? 5-0, 7 for 50 in the last 6 games. They've had 50 at-bats with runners in scoring position and 7 hits, Eric. That ain't getting it done, pal.
What is that I smell? I smell something. It smells like shit. My God, dude. My God. That's the problem. And look, Buster Posey went up there and they got Devers. It's awesome. We all love it, right? And look, Devers is gonna do what Devers does.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. But if the Giants are gonna do something, they have to get another bat, and they got to get Matt Chapman back.
Yeah.
Look, honestly, Glenn, for the people, and look, I'm one of them that was shitting on Chapman. Look, when he's out of the lineup, it's a lot different for the Giants, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is, Eric. I was looking at I watched every inning, every pitch of the game tonight on the TV, the Bay Area. I was watching for you, pal. I didn't know where you were sitting, though.
Hey, a foul ball was like 2 rows right ahead of us.
No way!
Yes. There was a foul ball that came right through. No, it wasn't a foul. No, not a foul ball. Sorry. I'm sorry. Wasn't a foul ball. It was Ramos threw it back into the crowd. So, no, we weren't on TV then.
Jeez, there was quite a difference between Eric, I got to tell you. Listen, Eric, I got to tell you something. I watched a lot of baseball. A big difference between a player tossing it up into the crowd and a foul ball, my friend.
Yeah, hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey,
it was cool because it came right to us. It was literally like a rope away from it.
Hey, I got to ask you, Eric, you sent me a couple of pictures. I haven't been able to upload them. They were in some different format, so I tried to put them up. Just share your experience. You got to meet some of the faithful from Giant Sports Talk Live.
Dude, it was awesome. We met Aaron Loss, the guy with the cookies. Oh my God, he gave us some more cookies for him. So yeah, awesome. So we met Aaron Loss, of course. Met up with good old Robbie Dizzle.
Oh boy!
Cool. We saw Justin again. He was out there working in the ballpark, and then we met up with Greg. Greg, as a matter of fact, he sat with us the whole game.
Good.
So that was freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm. I was talking to Dean. Dean wanted to see Dean. The game had already started. I got a hold of Dean, and he was like, "Okay, next game we gotta." He wants to meet you, so you missed out. But he was there. He's going to come on the show. He'll get home before you will. So he said, "Can I come on tonight? I want to talk about what I saw." And in fact, he just got home from the game. So Dean, I'll put up the link in a couple of minutes. We got Eric on the line. Eric, and you were there, I believe, tonight as you make your way back. Hopefully, a safe drive home to Galt. You were hanging out tonight. I guess you're in the car with Abraham.
Yeah, Abraham, he's the man of the hour, man. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be at the game. He was able to get us some freaking pretty awesome. We were only 6 rows back down the third base line. It was freaking awesome, dude. Great game. The atmosphere was awesome. People were excited. Quite a few Boston fans. I don't know if you heard them on the broadcast or not. Matter of fact, the people sitting right next to us were Boston fans. Yeah. And but yeah, man, it was a good time, man. It really was. The weather was beautiful. It was a little bit windy, but actually during the game, as the game was progressing, it actually felt like it wasn't as cold as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, in fact,
we thought we were going to see a Devers home run with the way the wind was blowing out.
Oh, that one to the wall, and it was a nice catch up against the wall. But Eric, I had texted you on the ball game. You couldn't tell from watching it, but they were saying, I hope everybody brought a hoodie because they expected it was going to cool down tonight. And they said the winds were gusting around.
Yeah, the winds were horrible in the beginning, but then it started kind of dying down. We were sitting on, like I said, about 6 rows back from the field along the third base line. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I was actually pretty comfortable. I mean, I had a sweater and a jacket on, but I had no hat or nothing, so I was fine. It wasn't that bad at all.
You were looking good. Giant Sports Talk Live. It's the post-game show in Northern Lights Entertainment production. We got Eric, our co-host, who is on assignment tonight. He's making his way back home from Oracle Park. So, Eric, a 7-5 loss. What else can you dissect from this game? Anything? Can you take any positives away from it?
Ryan Walker looked okay. Ryan Walker looked okay. That was Joey Lou. I don't give a shit. Well, you know exactly why I said Joey Lou. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Unfortunately, Joey, who I've been high on, he gave up a freaking big fly. Eric Miller wasn't bad, right? Yeah, Eric Miller wasn't bad. Bailey was there. He drew 3 walks, so he wasn't an automatic out when he was coming up. So I liked what he was doing. At the end of the game, Dom Smith came up. That was an awesome at bat. Oh, he didn't get a hit. He drew a walk, but man, the anxiety and the excitement of the crowd was just building because there you go, bases loaded, right?
Yeah.
And we were ready, man. It was like, okay, they're going to come through with the big hit. Yeah, it came up, worked through the full count, and then freaking struck out, dude. That one. At that point in time, that was the game because we knew freaking Chapman was coming in, and And like Justin said, I don't know if Justin's in the chat out there. Like he said, man, you don't want to see freaking Chapman, and he was spot on. Because that guy was freaking 37 years old, throwing 102.
Yeah, we got Justin. He's just popped on there. And you know what? We're going to try something. I never know. This is Eric, we're a station of firsts here, Giant Sports Talk Live. I'm going to play. I mean, you got a little while to chat, don't you?
I'm sorry, say again?
I say you got a few minutes for us?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to try something new. I've got Fosse standing by in the green room, so we're going to bring him in, and we'll get see what the crowd asks you. How about you field some of the questions? Now, hopefully you can hear them through this system. If you can't, I'll forward. I'll interpret. I'll be the interpreter if you can't hear them. So, Fosse, welcome in, buddy.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
We can barely hear you. Your mic's a little low.
Hold on. All right, there we go. How we doing now?
No, we can pair it a bit. Maybe it's because I've got Eric on the line as well. I'm not sure.
Hey man, I could get out of here so you could get back to the chat. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna try to get on Ibrahim's phone and try to get this working because I know he has a better connection. So maybe we'll try to do that.
Okay. In case it doesn't work, let's just Fosse. Do you got a question for Eric before he signs off?
Yeah. How much money did you spend? No, I'm just kidding.
He wants to know how much you spent at the ballpark.
No, I was kidding.
Oh my god! Yeah, I spent $34 on a slice of pizza and a beer.
Oh my gosh! A slice of pizza and a beer.
$34.
I hope but I hope you shared the cookies, dude.
Oh, dude, I had to live off the cookies, man. That's just cheap, man. $34. A slice of pizza and a beer.
All right, Fosse. You were probably watching the game before Eric goes. You want to ask him a baseball-related question of the game tonight?
Oh, me or Eric?
Yeah, Fosse. Do you got a question for Eric? Is something related to the game before we?
Oh yeah, let me ask him something positive, I guess.
Okay.
What did he think of Bivens?
Okay, Eric. Fosse wants to know what you thought of the outing by Bivens. He was in the ninth tonight.
Yeah, Bivens was great. He came in and he got out of a jam right there. I shouldn't say got out of a jam, but he limited the damage. He didn't freaking allow any runs, so he came in and did well. Can't complain about Bivens. Unfortunately, Birdsong, he just got freaking. I don't know what. I'm concerned about that. You see, Glenn, I've been talking about this, that we need another starting pitcher. I've been high on Birdsong. But what we saw today, man, that is not good. Again, the first two innings, he was spot on.
Yeah.
And then come the third and the fourth inning, he just lost it. I don't know if he just lost the command or whatever, but he just was giving up loud contact, and it was just he wasn't able to keep the Giants in the game. Especially look at this, the Giants had 5 runs, Glenn. Usually when you get 5 runs from the Giants, game's over. You know, with the pitching and the bullpen, you got nothing to worry about. But unfortunately, you know, when you're playing from behind to a certain point and you're not ready to go to the bullpen, it just didn't work out because Birdsong could have got a distance.
Yeah, you know what, Eric? You've heard me talk about it time and time again, and it's kind of cool that here I am in the studio tonight. You were at the game, so you had like the bird's eye view. But how many times have I had to say to you, Eric, that when we can't allow? I mean, like you just said, we scored the runs tonight. We got enough that you thought we would get the job done. I mean, when this team scores 4 or more, that's a bonus. But then if you don't get the pitching, we can't afford. That's the problem when you don't score with runners in scoring position on a daily basis, Eric. The pitchers cannot have a bad day. You cannot afford a bad outing, Eric.
No, you're absolutely right, and that's the problem when you have the pitching. You know, sometimes the starting pitcher may not have a good game, and you got to have the hitting that backs them up. And look, they set the table 3 times, bases loaded, and what you got to show for it? 2 RBIs, and that's it. That's not getting the job done, man.
No, it's not. All right. Well, you touched on it a little bit. You said there was oohs. There were ahs. What was the mood around the ballpark with Devers, now a Giant, Eric?
Oh, dude, standing ovation. The biggest standing ovation, of course, was his first at-bat. Oh, everybody was standing up cheering for him.
Good.
And then the rest of his at-bat was, you know, wasn't quite as like the first, but people were cheering him on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like you said earlier, he's going to do Devers things. Give him time. It'll all play out because you can't keep a big hitter like him down for that long, right? He's going to come along, and he's with a new team, new city, new uniform, so he'll break out, Eric. It's only a matter of time. But it's the dude. I've been waiting 3 months now for everybody else to break out.
Yo, Glenn, let me ask Eric something. Do you think Birdsong is struggling because he started it off in the pin?
Okay, we'll get back to you, Eric. I'll be right back to you, buddy. Okay, so Eric was there. I got Fosse on the other line. Let's see. Bring Fosse. Can I hear you a little better now with Eric is gone?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear. So that's what it is. So I'm going to bring Eric back in. Eric.
Yeah. There he is.
There
we go.
Oh, a lot better, Eric. Hopefully this rolls on. We won't keep you that long, but you get a long drive home with Abraham, and I know, he's behind the wheel, so I don't know if he can get in. But Fosse, something else you want to add before I call Dean up to the screen here?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask. Eric mentioned it, talking about Birdsong. Do you think he's struggling now because he started off in the pin, and his stamina is a little low, or what do you think is going on?
I don't think it is because he was a starting pitcher last year, and he threw quite a bit of innings. How many innings did he throw last year? 150? Did he get to close? I think you have to look, Glenn, if you can look it up. He threw quite a few innings last year. So, I mean, he does have experience coming out or being a starter.
And I think it's already way too far in the year, too, for him not to be up
right. He's just – and that's two starts – Fosse, man, that's 2 starts in a row where Birdsong has no command.
Here's the thing, though. You saw the adjustments from kind of like the more veteran guys on the other team tonight. I don't know who was coming in for relief, but his control was all over the place.
Whitlock was nowhere.
The next pitch, he struck out the batter he was facing. I forget who it was. And then after that, struck out or retired the side, and then we're going into the 9th inning. And to me, Birdsong couldn't do that tonight. He couldn't make adjustments in real time, like game. Like it was impossible for him to do.
Eric, you were asking how many what was it, the innings for Birdsong last year?
Yeah.
72 even.
Oh, my bad. 72. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little more. Wow. Why did I think that's it? That seems low. Really? Last year, 72?
I'll tell you a stat that stands out for me, Eric. In 2024, 72 innings, 57 hits allowed. This year, 52 and 2/3, 50 hits allowed. So he's not on the same pace as he was last year.
Interesting. All right. That's something we're going to have to keep. Again, I'm going to tell you guys, man, I think the Giants need to get another starting pitcher, and they need another bat. That's 2 positions they got to get, man. Maybe you could get away with the bullpen, but they have to get another starting pitcher if they want to do something.
Where are they?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great question. Glenn,
yes, sir.
we haven't got to your guy, Wilmer Flores, 2 RBIs today.
Yeah, not a bad game, Eric.
Where would the Giants be without freaking Wilmer?
He's their best hitter.
Dude, when he came up, it's like, okay, we're no worries.
One of those came off an error.
It doesn't matter. You got
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think it was the
but he got it. But he got it done.
But that's the problem. Yeah, exactly. He still made the contact. It was solid contact.
Glenn, you're the
and
one.
And he did get thrown out at second. That was barely.
Stuff, not me.
Hold on, one at a time. Okay, Fosse?
I'm sorry. I'm just saying you're the one who usually calls that stuff out, not me.
Yeah, Fosse's a positive guy, man.
Listen, when Wilmer Flores gets on and gets the job done, I am not going to poo-poo on Wilmer. And we can't afford to poo-poo. When the guys get a base hit, when the guys get an RBI, Eric, I am not poo-pooing. I'll take it all day long.
Yeah, I'll take it too.
Take what we can get with this ball club. Fosse, I'm going to drop you down for just a second. And I got Dean here. Dean, I got Eric live on, I think, were you in a tunnel a minute? You were breaking up. You must have gone through a tunnel, did you, Eric?
Yeah, we're on the Bay Bridge. We're almost to the eastbound.
That might be what it is. He's going over the Bay Bridge. He's heading home to Galt after a 7-5 setback. Eric's a little, he's still wearing a smile. He still seems happy. He had a good night at the ballpark. Dean, you were there. You were taking scores, taking names.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Got any
Usual.
questions? Before I get your insight a little bit later on in the show, if you want to stick around, I open up the phone with Eric. You got any questions or comments for Eric? You were both at the game.
Oh boy. Well, Eric, obviously we are kind of waiting on Chapman right now, but even in spite of that, what do we do about Koch right now? Because
Bro, dude, we were pissed. I'm sure you were pissed just as much as we were. Man, dude, he can't get the hit with the run with the bases loaded twice. He can't catch a damn ball, and I'm like, dude, come on. And well, it's funny because they had a pinch hit for him. Did you see that there towards the end of the game?
that's right. Yep, they put in Fitzgerald in, and then they also had to put Dom in later on. Pinch ran with Wisely too. That 9-hole was busy tonight.
Yes, it would. Did you see that? Hey, you want to talk about the bottom of the lineup? Look what the freaking Red Sox did with the bottom of their lineup.
I don't know the lineup for the Red Sox.
Dude!
Really nuts.
Did they have 7 hits? Or no, they might have more than that. Between the 8, 9, and 1.
They had 5 hits between them for 4 RBI in the 8 and
There
9
you go.
spot.
Rafaela killed us, dude. Every time he came up, he had a freaking hit.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough day for the pitching for sure. And you know,
Hey, Dean, let me ask you this. You might have had a better angle. Did Birdsong, was he getting squeezed, or did he just lose command? Because from where we were sitting, it looked like he just had no command.
I think it was command. It's been kind of that theme. We're seeing a little bit of those mid to late April Giants starting rotation again, where they're getting a little bit of trouble on the bases and they're having a lot of trouble getting themselves out of it. We saw it with Birdsong today. Robbie had some tough innings last night, mostly in the ones where again he let some traffic on the bases. So like that was obviously not great. Verlander still continuing to be winless. We're starting to see a little bit of the April starting rotation Giants again. And naturally when the hitting is not hitting like it was, we could deal with that early on because the hitting was better early on in the season. But right now, it's a bad combination right now.
Guys, I just brought up this. If you guys, I don't know if you can see it, but you were talking about Rafaela. Is that how you say it? Rafaela was 3 for 4, a couple of RBIs, scored 2 runs, down at the bottom of the lineup. And then you had Hamilton. Eric, Hamilton's batting 180.
Dude! You know what Ibrahim called him?
Baby Betts.
Baby Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this guy? And he crushed it, dude. Crushed it.
Then you had Roman Anthony up at the top. He was batting cleanup tonight, or he was batting 3rd, I believe, Eric, and he had a run scored, an RBI, 1 for 4. He's batting 097. So the difference between our clubs, Eric, is our guys who can't hit don't hit. Their guys who can't hit did hit tonight.
You summed it up nicely. And you know what? What pisses me off even more, Glenn? Dobbins, the starting pitcher, had nothing. He had nothing, dude.
Dude, his control was terrible, wasn't it?
Yes. He had nothing.
In fact, here's a stat for you, Eric. At one point, I'm not sure if I had so many people, I don't know, it was because you were on the road tonight. Everybody was texting me. The phone was going nuts. Somebody texted me. They said, are you watching this? I said, yeah. There was a span of about 3 minutes where Dobbins threw 13 pitches and 12 of them were balls.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the Giants didn't capitalize, and it pissed me off. It's like, this is your opportunity right here, man. You got a guy who's struggling. We even talked about it, me and Ibrahim. Hey, we could get into the bullpen early. It bodes well for the Giants because now if you start the first game of the series and you're getting into the bullpen early, they're gonna by the time you get to the 3rd game, they may be spent, and you can take advantage of it. But the Giants let them get into the what? I can't remember what inning he came out. I think he came out in 5th or 6th, something like that. I thought he was going to be out before he even got to the 4th inning, the way he was throwing the ball. But Giants again couldn't capitalize. They got to him early.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was just they couldn't add on.
Friday night, 7-5, Boston Red Sox beat the Giants on Giant Sports Talk Live. Dean reporting live with the cat from the kitchen. Eric is on the road with Ibrahim back out to Northern Cal, up toward Galt. Eric, let's go to the chat. The question from Alive Insurance for you is, Eric, is this just a June swoon?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. June swoon. Could we just say a June swoon?
They're deficient in hitting talent.
That's the problem, and this is exactly that. The issue is, and it has been for a long time, is the damn hitting. Yeah, they scored 5 runs, and that's fantastic.
But they had 3 runs on 1 hit through the first 3 innings.
They had right. Exactly, and they couldn't add on, and that's a problem. Glenn, we just talked about it a bit ago. If you have a starting pitcher who's not quite having it, you got to be able to have that ability to add on to help that pitcher if he's struggling. And today was a perfect opportunity because we just talked about their starting pitcher just didn't have nothing. Would I say this is a June swoon? No. But you know what? I'll tell you, they're missing Matt Chapman in a bad way. And look, guys, we don't know what we're missing until on, right? You hear that old saying. And Matt Chapman is a perfect example. He plays a fantastic third base, and he's an awesome mistake hitter. And the way Dobbins was pitching today, there's a possibility Matt Chapman could have taken advantage of it. But we just have to wait until he heals up, until he gets back in that lineup, because the Giants need him, man.
Oh, Eric, you can talk all the negativity about Chapman you want, but Chapman he's a professional. He's going to come through. He's going to get enough knocks. Dude, you must have noticed it live at the ballpark watching this lineup, Eric, with Matt Chapman. It's starting to look thin again, man. Dean, Eric's taking a call.
Oh, yeah.
I got action on all corners here. Eric's taking calls from KNBR. He's on our show. Oh, he's a man about town tonight.
Good God, man.
Dean, I was just asking Eric about Matt Chapman there, and Matt Chapman, we all kind of poo-poo on him a bit too, but when he's not in that lineup, you certainly, it's noticeable.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I can sit here and talk all day about how much cost frustrates me, but I think what's been said has already been said. I guess the good news in all of this is that, I looking at the hitting side of things, Schmidt has been all right at the plate. He's been acceptable, better than Fitzgerald, I'll say, at the plate. So it does leave us a little bit of flexibility potentially at second when Chapman does get back. But yeah, another person that I'm kind of worrying about right now also is Jung-Hoo Lee. He's not really performing. I think he's batting 172 this month so far. And in May already was only batting, I think, around 230. And it really
has a better batting average
than no idea what to do with that guy.
Yeah, and Eric? Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has a better batting average than Lee right now, doesn't he? Or is
I was going to ask both of you. I'll go with Eric because he's reporting in live. I'll keep you standing by there, Dean. Don't worry. I'll get to you. Plenty of time. While we have a good connection with Eric. Eric, when you got to the field tonight, you looked at the lineup. Did it impress you, or is it bad? Were you guys out of position?
I loved it. Look what they did. I liked what they did in the lineup because you had freaking Ramos back up in the 2-hole. Adames was batting down further in the lineup because he wasn't just getting anything done. So the 1 through 4, look, you had Yaz, Ramos, Devers, and Flores, right? Yeah. Batting fifth. Who was batting fifth? Lee, right? Yeah, Lee was batting fifth. And that's fine. Even 1 through 5 was fine. But when you get towards the bottom of the lineup, especially with costs, it's just, Schmidt, like you said, had a hit. Bailey was able to draw some walks, so it wasn't a complete loss. Again, they just couldn't get that when it mattered.
Eric, a lot of people crapping on Schmidt now. Schmidt's batting 250, a couple of slams, getting some RBIs last week. He was 2 for 3 tonight, Eric. So I don't know if I'm going to criticize Schmidt.
No, this had nothing to do with Schmidt today.
No.
Today was Birdsong and costs. That was the issue.
Yeah, I know Schmidt had that base running error a few games ago, but honestly, as far as the hitting,
the guy's getting ready to go into Caldecott too. So just so you know, we're going to lose connection.
Okay, if we lose you, actually, Eric, what I'll do is so I get a good feed here. I'm going to drop you down. You wave to me. Eric, you wave to me when you're ready to come back in. Dean, Eric's going through the tunnel. He'll be breaking up. like Steve Austin. He's breaking up. He's breaking up. You want to follow up on what Eric was talking about there?
Yeah, I mean, so the lineup, I think, yeah, again, I think the lineup in theory is fine, but it doesn't matter if it don't execute properly. I think the thing with Lee too is, he's played just about every spot in the lineup at this point outside of 8th and 9th now. And to all fairness to Lee right now, he still hasn't played a full season of Major League Ball yet. And I tried to be a little bit more tampered with my expectations with Lee at the beginning of the year because, he's just getting back. He's kind of still in this interesting spot where pitchers are still kind of learning what his deal is. And, there's that adjustment period. So I'm not quite going to press the panic button on Lee just yet because he is still technically, in terms of amount of games played, a rookie year. But you hope that he can turn it around sooner rather than later because it's been over a month since he's really contributed a high amount. Not to say that he's been clutch here and there, but you expect a little bit more.
Okay, Eric, we got you back in there. You're through the tunnel?
Yeah, through the tunnel, man. We're good.
The Giants are not.
Okay, buddy.
The Giants aren't through the tunnel, but we are.
Well, there's only one thing that can brighten up your day today after a 7-5 loss. We'll go to line 3, and we have got the one and the only.
Come on, man.
Shardall, what's your question, Eric?
Hey, Eric. So what were your thoughts on the game today, man? It was a tough game, man. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was a tough game. Hey, Shardall, matter of fact, we saw you.
You saw me where?
We saw you were on the field.
When was I on the field?
You were a security guard. Yeah.
Greg spotted you?
Glenn, do you got a picture of you should put it up on your phone.
I'm just going to bring it up on the phone again. I couldn't transfer it because for whatever reason it was in a different format. So let me find that, Eric. I'll find. I'm
a big fan of Giant Sports Talk Live. I'm a big fan of you and Eric, and I tune into the show every single night. I love the coverage you bring surrounding the Giants.
Okay,
keep up the good work.
Shardall. Okay, just so I'm a little bit bigger and I want to take center stage here. I'll be right back to you, Shardall. Okay, there you go, Eric. So there's one.
Hey, that was a good
Eric,
picture.
You got Gregory, you got Abraham, yourself, high and tight haircut, looking good, and little guy sneaking into the picture there wearing the Sox uni.
Yeah, that was the kid right next to me.
Right on, right on. And now, without further ado, do I have the picture? Where is it here? Who sent me the picture? Here we go.
I did.
Here we go. Here we go. Standing in front of the $3.99 sign. Guys, it's Abraham at Oracle Park.
No, Shardall.
Shardall, sorry. Abraham, I apologize. That gets the utmost apology. I'm trying to do three things at once here, Eric. You know what it's like here. So there it is, Shardall over at Oracle Park tonight. He even got the shades, man. He's got the shades.
I know.
Everybody was yelling, Shardall! Shardall, we see you. Anyway, just so I can get him out of here, Eric. Shardall, there you are. You were at Oracle Park tonight.
I'm a celebrity.
You're a lot of things.
You are. Yeah. Sure.
I'll give you one more question for Eric before I have to move on.
Eric, I was at work today, and I watched 2 innings of the game.
If you watched the first 2 innings, you saw beautiful baseball.
At California's Great America, I watched some of the game today against the Red Sox.
No shameless self-promotion unless Eric and I are doing it, okay? Okay. All right, Shardall, thanks for coming on, buddy. We always know you're a big fan of the show. We appreciate you coming in. Eric's
Take it easy,
fan.
Shardall.
And, we appreciate your call in tonight. Let me see. Anybody else wants to come in? I put the link up. I can do that one more time while Eric is on the road. How's the driving conditions tonight? You having a good drive, Eric?
Beautiful, man. We got through all the bullshit in San Francisco, and it's smooth sailing so far.
How's your chauffeur?
Oh man, he's freaking Hey, we're riding in style. We're in a Tesla Y, dude. A Tesla Y.
Oh, well, aren't you special? Very good.
Damn Skippy.
Very good. Very good. All right, Eric, I put up the link. We'll see if anybody else wants to come in and ask you some questions. It's good to have a face of a franchise, so to speak, here at Giant Sports Talk Live. It's been a while since I was over at the ballpark. You got to watch the game, and now we get this great coverage. And your old buddy, and I say this not tongue-in-cheek, your old buddy comes in to ask you a question tonight. Robert, you got a question for Eric?
Hey, Eric, how are you? Hey, guys, how are you guys doing?
Robbie, what's up, man? I just saw you a few hours ago. What's up, dude?
Not much. How are you? Just made it home, man.
Nah,
So
look at that. He's already home, man.
You guys were both at the game. Rob, I don't know if you hooked up post-game, but share a question with our audience. Ask Eric a question about tonight's game.
What'd you think with bases loaded? When you had Mike Krzyzewski up or Mike Yaz up there, he has to do something. You can't strike out.
Yeah, I know, man. Well, he got the count full, so I mean, he was working the count.
Yeah, he worked the count. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, the problem is he threw that changeup, and that changeup was in the dirt, and he chased it, and unfortunately, the Giants just couldn't come through. I mean, Robbie, you saw it. Koss did the same thing, hit into 2 double plays with the bases loaded.
Yeah.
It's just not getting done, man.
Guys, I hate to interrupt, but I got a great take on tonight's game. I texted Eric. He seems to have missed it. And he goes, oh, it must have happened. I can't see in the dugout. It was on the field at the pitcher's mound. Rob, I saw Wilmer Flores and Matt Chapman exchange words tonight. Tell me what happened, Rob.
Well, I think that Chapman definitely started it. And Wilmer is going to ask him tomorrow what happened. But I think Chapman's a little hothead because in the bullpen he was throwing. I watched his bullpen out there when I went out when I saw him warming up. Man, Chapman, yeah, his fastball is like 91.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, Wilmer was taking exception. Wilmer took exception to something that was done or something that was said. Because you don't see Wilmer overreact like that.
Do you think it's because he threw that high inside one to Devers?
Oh, you know what? It could have been.
Remember, because that was like, the second pitch of the at-bat. Remember? He dusted him off.
Yeah, that
almost hit his hand, Eric. How he got out of the way, I don't know.
And I think, because remember, Flores has been hit.
He got hit.
He probably didn't like that shit.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Yep. I think Wilmer said, why are you throwing inside like that?
Yeah, good call. Good call, guys. Good call.
So there you go. I think we might have solved it.
Friday night, Giant Sports Talk Live. This is pretty cool. Dean's, you were at the... Holy cow! Dean was at the game. Robert DeVille was at the game. Eric was at the game. His chauffeur was at the game. Abraham's driving tonight, so he's out of the picture there, but he's part of the show tonight as well. Valuable part of the Giant Sports Talk lineup. And yeah, I'm stuck in the. I'm usually the guy who gets to do all the fun things. Eric, you had a great night tonight, didn't you? Even though it was not the best to score, but you had a good night.
It was exciting. I'll tell you what, we got our money's worth. If you think about it, it was fun baseball. Unfortunately, the Giants didn't come on top, but hey, there was a lot of exciting moments, and the Giants just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
And you were telling me before you went to the air, here's here. So share your thoughts. You got to meet with some guys. Robbie was there. You love meeting with the guys who are in our chat and all our good friends at Giant Sports Talk.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's always, you know what, dude, there's nothing better than going to catch a game, hang out with some friends. It was beautiful. It was a little bit windy, but it was beautiful. And hey, man, what else can you ask for? It was good times, man.
Oh, it was great times.
Right on. So, Robert, are you going to be at a couple of games this weekend? Now, this is only the first of 3. What is your plan?
Yeah, hopefully tomorrow on my birthday. I got a surprise.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, 39.
Oh, man. You're an old man, Robbie.
Hey, Dean, where do you sit? Where'd you sit?
Oh, I'm just sitting at my dining table.
No. For the game.
Oh, for the game? Oh, I just sit wherever. I mean, I have a flex ticket membership, so I just pick and choose wherever. Sometimes I feel sitting on the right side, sometimes on the left, sometimes.
Oh, so that's what you. Okay.
I always seem to spot you up around the 300s there, 312, 315.
Yeah, that's where I'm usually.
Yeah.
If you go there, if you guys go there, if you go there this weekend, Dean, you want to see Chapman's warm-ups. He throws.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Hey, that's the benefit of being a 415 club member. If you're in the 415 club, you get right into the bullpen there.
Shit. I was blown away. Even the guy, the Boston bullpen coach is like, "Are you scouting our guy?"
Well, you're a man about town. Eric, again, if anybody's just joining us, so we got Dean who was at the game. He saw you, or he didn't see you, but he was there. Robbie was there. Who else did you hook up? I believe
Greg. He sat with us the whole game. That was good times, man. Saw Justin Kerwin. Saw him over there. And I think that was pretty much it, right? Oh, and Aaron Lost. We saw Aaron Lost. My bad.
Oh, cookies.
He brought us some free cookies, man.
Right on. I'm just going to look at the chat. Let's see if I can find something in the chat for you guys. Oh, my God. Chardall says I'm too rude, but that goes without saying. What else? Yeah. It is what it never changes, even on a Friday night. You know what? Everything in the chat is pretty much on page, man. They just don't get the hits with runners in scoring position. Eric, how are they going to change this up, Eric? Because they can only do so much. They brought up Wisely. Like, that's going to make a big difference.
Well, they brought up Wisely because Verlander went on paternity.
Yeah.
Whatever that. I mean, that I don't even understand why he started in the first place in LA if he was going to go on paternity. Just didn't make any sense to me.
Eric, you know what happens? Sometimes you get a little, you know how I can be. Eric thinks I'm a bit of a hothead sometimes. I can jump out of the penalty box and take a run at somebody. Here's a where is it? Here's a comment from, we got I keep clicking the wrong one. See, I'm getting mad already. Chardall, Glenn, you cut me off, you jerk. Ooh, he's on thin ice, Eric. He's on thin ice. He's on thin ice. Calm down, Chardall. Oh, yeah, I got like a trigger finger, so he might not be here much longer. Anyway, I don't know. Anybody else have questions?
How do we feel about tomorrow's pitching matchup?
There you go. Eric?
Not
good, man. I don't know about Roop, man.
They got to hit early and they got to hit consistently right now.
Oh, there you go. That's in a nutshell. That should be every game. Robert, hit early, hit every game. That's it in a nutshell for this club, right, Eric?
Right there, exactly. You can't go wrong. Again, what do you expect from Roop? I don't know, man. We watched these Red Sox hitters, man, and they freaking tattooed the ball.
Yeah,
they were hitting it all over the damn place, man.
Yeah. Out of town scoreboard. I don't know if you guys. Did you guys miss the out-of-town scoreboard today? The LA Dodgers, they beat Washington 6-5 today, and KC dispatched San Diego. So the Dodgers pick up another game in the standings, Eric.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we kind of talked about this. The division, look, you want to try to get the division, I get it, but realistically, is that going to be – who knows? You never know. Look, the Dodgers can go on some kind of losing streak, and the Giants could get hot. It could happen. Yeah. But right now, the Dodgers are doing Dodger things, and the Giants are they're scuffling, man. And I mean, what is their record over their last?
So right now,
right? Over the last 10, where are they over the last 10?
Well, I got the update here on the wild card, Eric. You got the Mets. 4-game lead in the wild card race. San Francisco, a game up on Milwaukee. And then after that, dude, you got Milwaukee. Well, I said Milwaukee. Milwaukee and St. Louis are tied for the final, just a game behind San Francisco. So there's two clubs nipping at their heels. You got Cincinnati 2 out, Arizona 2 out. Then you fall back to Atlanta. So you got Arizona, Cincinnati, San Diego, St. Louis, Milwaukee, all ready to pounce, Eric. That's why every game during the season is so integral, man. You don't really look back at the end of the year and go, oh, you remember that day in June? But Eric, a win is a win is a win. You gotta make hay while the sun shines, man.
Yeah, hey, maybe you can answer this because a couple of people told. Oh, matter of fact, Robbie, you told us about this.
Yeah.
What is this talk, Glenn? Maybe you heard something. What's this talk about Giants interested in Kyle Tucker?
John Heyman said it.
Did you hear anything about it?
I could understand that,
talking
Eric.
about it?
But do you think the Chicago Cubs are about to part ways with him?
No.
Every time,
No,
listen, every
so I
time
don't
we
know where
talk
this talk
trades,
is coming from.
I know every time we talk trades, Eric, you say the key thing, you got to have a dance partner. And I don't see the Chicago Cubs ready to just bail on 25 right now, move Tucker.
No, I don't. But did you see the same thing? That's what I'm trying to find out. Because I haven't heard anything about it. I've been at the park the whole day, so I really haven't been checking that stuff.
I haven't seen anything, Eric. I'll just do a quick search. Anybody in the chat who might have seen that, let us know.
I don't think I've seen anything of the sort, but even if there did, it's such a nothing burger comment, even if it were such a case, because I'm interested in Kyle Tucker. I'm interested in getting $1 million.
Well, Eric, I did find something from MLB Network pay, the MLB, a Bleacher Report.
Okay.
Bleacher Report. Chicago Cubs Kyle Tucker reportedly linked to a Red Sox Giants deal in MLB. Could go to either club.
What?
Chicago Cubs outfielder Kyle Tucker could have a competitive free agency market next offseason, but not in the trade market. They're saying it could be linked to free agency, not a trade.
Okay, there we go. That makes sense.
But
that makes sense.
But if Posey would be smart, he'd probably get him at the deadline.
You can't get him at the deadline because the Cubs are in it. The Cubs are in it. They're not going to trade him. He's definitely going to be a free agent type of deal.
That'd be like the Cubs. That'd be like the Cubs coming to us and say, "What'll it take to get Webb? And we're in the race. You're not going to move Webb." And I don't think at all.
And look, if the team was out of it, that's a different story. But
he's a big gun.
No, they're in the middle of things, man.
Yeah, so let's just chalk that one up as a let's wait till the off-season chatter.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go.
So what's I don't know if you want to forward his thought. I didn't mean to exclude him, but you're there with Abraham. What do you think of the game, and has he got any thoughts on what he saw?
Oh, go for it, man. Here, I'll.
Oh, it's all good, man. I got nothing. I'm just depressed, dude. Bases loaded three times, but twice with Koss. You set the table for the wrong guy. Like, it's just the team is so predictable. Every time Koss came up, you knew it was a ground out double play. When Fitz came up, you knew it was a strikeout. It's so depressing to watch, man. Like, if you told me before the game SF would score 5, I'd say they'd win a Birdsong start.
Yep.
So you burned a game you should have won. Because they'll go back to scoring 2 tomorrow, and they'll give up like 3, and they'll say, oh, if we had gotten the 5 today, we would have won. And it's just so predictable, man. I don't know how they're going to get another bat, and I don't know who's available with first base now being taken care of. I mean, it would have to be second base or right field. I don't know if it's Brandon Lowe in Tampa Bay or, but they need a bat. They need a bat and they need an arm, and I don't know where they're going to get both. So,
hey, I got something special lined up for you.
Time for the daily Eldridge Watch.
Okay, I'll take this one for you, Eric. The Eldridge Watch. Get a couple of hits today, Eric.
What have we got? Oh, 2 hits.
And a couple of hits. Maybe you should attend more games at the Oracle, guys.
There we go. Bryce Eldridge with 2 hits at AAA Sacramento.
We're still going to, and you know what, Eric? If he heats up at all, you and I are going to have to deal with that.
I know. Yeah. He's starting to heat up.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be a story to watch.
Yeah. Anyway, I had a whole lot of fun. I'm not done yet, Eric, but we're going to say goodnight to you. I'll say goodnight to the other guys, maybe close out with their final thoughts. And, we had a good night tonight. Appreciate you joining me, Eric. I'm glad you had a fun, safe trip. You're not home yet.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Absolutely, man. right, Robbie. Every time we go to a Giants game, make sure we hook up, dude. Absolutely.
Oh,
Hey,
we
Dean,
got
man,
it.
too bad we couldn't meet up, but
I'll,
maybe next
I'll
time.
buy you pizza next time, so you don't have to spend that
Next
money.
time for sure. Next time for sure.
Guess what I got?
That's expensive stuff.
I got
What'd
a
you
Polish
get?
dog.
And our
I
thanks
got a
to
hot dog.
our thanks to Abraham. Good job, Abraham. Got you over there safe and sound, and good guy to be hanging out with at the ballpark. Eric, good job, Eric.
Absolutely. See you guys.
I'll see you guys
Peace.
in the chat.
We'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Woo!
Good night, Eric.
All right. I should have said that. Dean, I just threw that out there. What's game time tomorrow night, Eric? Or Dean? I'm used to Eric as my host.
It's 1:10, I think. 1:05.
Beautiful. So we'll be on tomorrow
1:05.
night, 8 o'clock. It'll be perfect. None of these, because I'm doing the show now. It's I could do this for a while, but it's only 20 to 2 in the morning here. Thank God I'm not in the East Coast doing this
Cool.
garbage.
Yeah.
Killing me.
Yeah,
How about them
thanks for
Valkyries
having me
last
on.
night? How about those Valkyries last night?
Well, they're good.
You tell me, Glenn.
You weren't up on it. That's all he talked about on 95.7 today. The big, one of the biggest sporting nights. The Giants had a win last night, didn't they?
Yep. Got that win against Cleveland 2-1.
And the Valkyries upset Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever 88-77. Even the cat's happy. Look at that. He's wagging his tail. You know when he's wagging his tail, he's happy. He's purring over there. I can hear him. I love it. This is definitely a WNBA zone. And we love our Giants. Tomorrow, what do you expect? We talked about it, Dean. Roop is going for the Giants. Are you confident at all in him? Or are you like me? You just don't know what you're going to get.
Roop is very much a coin flip kind of guy to me. It's when his curveball is on, then he's great. But when it's not, you're going to know pretty quick. Yeah, it's kind of a coin flip with him. We'll just have to kind of wait and see because we can't really trust on the offense to do anything right now. Now, can we?
Yeah, we got to get on the Boston. Who's going for the Boston Red Sox tomorrow?
Bello.
Oh, there you go.
And
There you
he
go.
throws-
A right-hander too. He's a righty.
Not the Bella we just traded him.
Yeah. Rob, you're going to be there on what, tomorrow or Sunday? Sunday.
Yeah, both. Hopefully both.
Oh, you're going to try to get to both? All right. Awesome.
I'll be there Sunday. I'm going to try to get that promo.
Yeah.
Robert, before I let you go, why don't you trade me Wilmer Flores, you prick?
Oh, I'm good. We already tried video. We already tried video of that. Remember?
I call him what, at least twice a
You
week.
didn't see the joke of Mean Dan?
What's that?
You didn't see the joke of Mean Dan? We had
joke?
We had a veto. Yeah, we played it along. Look in the chat.
What's
Look in
that?
the not this chat. The sports chat. It was hilarious.
Oh, okay. I'll do that later.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I call up
We were just
Robert.
playing around though.
I call up Robert. I ask him for Wilmer Flores in the fantasy
We were
league.
just playing around.
Not that I need him in fantasy baseball. By the way, let's see how I did today in fantasy ball. What did I do today? Did you check and see what you did there, Rob?
Oh, I did terrible.
Did you? All right. Here's the standings. Games are complete, I believe. So I bounced back. I was way down. Had a slow start. I ended up with 47 points today. And Dan is running second. He had 73.
Oof.
So he picked up 20-odd points on me. Grandson of the win, Mike O at 64. Flint Tropics at 46. And Eric at 34. We go down to the bottom of the list. Robbie Dizzle's in 11th at a 12. That's not good, Robbie.
No, I got to go up.
You had 31 points today. And the real Dilly, 51 points. He is in the basement.
But this was fun, guys. Thanks for having me on.
All right, buddy. All right,
Dean,
appreciate you coming on.
If you're ever at a game again, just let me know. Glenn had my. If you got contact, Glenn has it, so we'll meet up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you
I sit right below the. You know where Glenn knows where I sit.
I know where you see. You got prime real estate, though. We're not. We're just the peasants, Dean. You and I don't get to hang out with this guy right here.
Tonight I sat next. Yeah, everyone was asking, "Do you work here?"
Yeah, this guy gets prime real estate.
Do you work here? You got your name on your badge.
Nice.
Robbie, check in with us tomorrow night, buddy.
Yeah,
you're always, you're always welcome. The sooner you trade me Wilmer,
thank you very much.
Sooner you trade me Wilmer, we'll all be buddies.
All right.
See you, buddy.
Hey, take care.
Robbie Dizzle, the one and the only. I mean, we had Robbie, we had Chardall, we had Eric live from Eric rolling down the highway like Backman Turner overdrive tonight. But the Red Sox with a 7-5 win. Dean just talked about the pitching matchup tomorrow. It's a toss up, dude. I don't know what to expect tomorrow. Fingers crossed, toes crossed, and I guess we'll just see what happens when we reconvene for a Saturday night Giants Sports Talk Live. Dean, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always.
You're always welcome. Hey, did you get a new batch of I mailed you a new batch of stickers.
Oh, yeah. I've been out of town lately, so actually I do need to check my mail. So I'll go check.
Check your mailbox because Eric got his 2 days ago. Robbie didn't get his, and he's in the Bay Area, so hopefully you get yours any day now. I sent you a new batch. I figure you gave them all around. You were sticking them all over town, man.
You know it, man.
How many kids in your class? I should send you like a bundle, and you have Giant Sports Talk Live Day. That's what it'll be.
Ooh, there you go.
Right on. Okay, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night. You can check in on the chat. Jump on whenever you want, and we look forward to talking to you again, buddy.
Sounds good, man. All right. Have a good one.
Thanks, Dean. So Dean says at least they scored 5, I guess. 7-5. Giants and bases loaded 3 times. They just can't get the timely hit. It's been the story of the season. Guys, tomorrow night we'll talk about it. Eric will be back in studio. We'll have a nice clean line, and we'll talk about the game tomorrow afternoon's game, as well as how we right the ship. How do we turn this thing around? But win or lose, we're right here on Giant Sports Talk Live every night following Giants baseball. If it's an afternoon game, we go at 8 o'clock, and it's all possible thanks to our very valuable sponsors.
Giant Sports Talk Live, brought to you by Lefties in Burlingame. Visit Lefties for all of your Giants collecting needs. By GenesisGoldIRA.com, signatures for soldiers. Duxwell Printing, for all of your printing needs in the Bay Area. Visit Duxwell Printing at 37 Wentworth Place in San Francisco. And by BetterCreditCards.com, for the best credit card choice for you. Visit BetterCreditCards.com, covering the San Francisco Giants nightly. Online, we are Giant Sports Talk Live. Now, back to Eric and Glenn.
Yeah, it's Glenn back in the studio. Eric is on the road tonight. We had him join us. He's on the road with Abraham. They were at the game 7-5. Boston Red Sox win the opener of the 3-game series tonight at Oracle. If you caught it on TV, they got a drone now, which gave tremendous views around the ballpark. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Maybe they'll have him on again tomorrow. I kept looking for Eric, and he said there was a ball thrown in, but I guess they'd already gone to commercial break, and we missed him. I was watching to see if I could spot Eric. He was sitting in a real good spot today with Abraham, and he was joined by Schmitty, Greg, from just down the street. One of the things, and we don't abuse the situation. We talk in baseball, and we try to get as many promos in for the Busby family. You guys know what that's all about. If you're new to the show, want to thank you for tuning in tonight. Hit the like and subscribe. It's not usually this wild. Eric and I usually are in the studio together, but we appreciated him joining us. We are doing a fundraiser right now, and I'm going to sign off the show and remind you that tomorrow night we'll talk more in detail, and tomorrow night I want to sell some squares, all right? It's all for a good cause, and it's all brought to you by our friends over at NorCal Sports, and we here at Giant Sports Talk Live, a Northern Lights Entertainment production, giving back to the community and those in need, and it certainly is a worthwhile cause. With that, we'll see you tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Eric and Glenn, here on Giants Sports Talk Live. Thank you so much for your donation of time tonight and tuning into the show.
Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network have teamed up to give back to the community. We ask for your support as we aid in Haley Busby's fight for life in her battle with liver cancer. To take part in this fundraiser, you can purchase an entry for just $20, and the winner receives 4 front row dugout seats at Oracle Park for your choice of an August 8th game versus the Washington Nationals or the August 29th game when the Giants host the Baltimore Orioles. The winner will also get an on-field experience on game day and attend batting practice. So secure your entry now, as eligibility is limited. Draw date to be determined. The Busby family, Giant Sports Talk Live, and the NorCal Sports Network thank you for your participation and contribution to this worthwhile event, covering the San Francisco Giants and giving back to those in need in 2025. Giant Sports Talk Live and the NorCal Sports Network. You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.